Well, this is both the fun and sad part of our little journey. Time to leave the cabin. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what things should look like before you leave and give you the comments on the difference between leaving for the season versus just leaving for this trip. So I am in the corner back bedroom. You can see everything's been put away nice and neat. All the puzzles and games go in this room. Plus we've got some picture frames that we'll hang up hopefully next season. All of the clean linens are put in this container, nice and folded. And then those are some clothes you're welcome to use. Just wash them and bring them back for future seasons. Got the waste paper basket, or excuse me, a clothes basket just sitting there ready for next time. Storm windows are closed. Windows are closed and locked. Lights are out. Curtains are closed. And in this case, we've taken the linens off, and they're going to get washed and brought back next time. So it's ready for clean linens. If this was the end of the season, we'd also pull that mattress pad and the pillows and put those in totes. We don't want to leave any linens, including mattress pad and pillows, out for the winter. We'll just put them in a tote, leave it on the bed. Everything's out of the drawer. Lights are off. In this case, I'm going to leave the light plugged in for the season, or because John Linder coming up. But if this were the winter, you'd want to unplug that. All the drawers are empty. And so those are ready to go for the next person. Everything in here has been dusted. The floors have all been vacuumed. And the lights are all off. Looking at the next bedroom, this is a better example of mid-season. So we want to leave the place with a very hospitable feel. So in this case, linens are on, it's turned down, it looks nice, it's ready for the next person to clean linens. Again, lights are off, windows closed and locked, curtains closed. Everything's been dusted, vacuumed. All of the blankets, clean sheets, comforters are all put away up here. That's where we store them. There's also a small handheld vacuum we don't use much, but it's there. Some clothes that you can use if you would like. Just wash them and return. The fans, the heater, the air conditioner, all stored in this closet, ready to go. In the third bunk bedroom here, all the linens have been stripped and pillows are put away in this bin. Again, this is how things would look if putting it away for the winter. Mid-season, feel free to leave clean sheets or pillows on the bed. We just chose to do that. Everything's taken out of the closet. We've got our supply of toilet paper and paper towel and picture frames for next year. In this little cubby unit there is the storage for the extra bunk bed pieces, extra table leaf, and also some picture frames that we're going to hopefully fill next year. Window and storm windows are all shut and locked. Curtains are closed. Lights are off. And so this room, floors have been vacuumed. Everything's been dusted. This room is ready to go. So here in the bathroom, we've cleaned out all of our toiletries. The ones that are in there are being left for the season. We've scrubbed the toilet and all around the toilet. We've scrubbed the shower. We've scrubbed the sink. We've wiped down the counters, wiped down the mirror. We've mopped or Swiffered the floor. And we've taken out the trash and put a clean trash can liner in. We're going to leave a couple towels for the next guest. Those are clean. And we're going to shut off the lights. If this were the end of winter or the end of the season, we would make sure that anything that's in the shower, any liquids or anything like that, stay in the shower in case they do leak. Also for winter, we put all of our soaps and whatnot, we put them in pans. So that way if something does leak, it stays in the pan and we don't have a nasty mess and damage to the cabin. That's what things look like in the bathroom. I forgot to mention one last thing before you leave. Make sure that the toilet is not running, like the little flapper's not stuck. Well, that would fill the tank. So we can hear it, we can see it's not running, so we're good here. All right, here we are in the kitchen. We have cleaned the oven. We sprayed it the night before with some Easy Off, and then we wiped it down this morning so we know it's all clean. We've organized all of the pans and all of the drawers. Everything is nice and ready for the next person. We want it to be hospitable to them. Everything's organized. In this case, there's going to be more guests this summer, so we're leaving the refrigerator running, and we've got food in here for the next folks. And all the sundry items. If this was the end of the season, we'd take all of these things out. We'd clean the fridge, spray it, wipe it down. We'd prop these doors open with like a jug or something so that it stays like that, and we would unplug it. We've got a supply of water for the next person. Again, if this was winter, we would want to take all of these water jugs out, dump them outside. Please don't dump them inside. Make sure there is no liquids left in the cabin whatsoever. Even things like hot sauces and ketchup, they will freeze and break open. As we've talked about, windows closed. Next thing to do is to turn the hot water to just pilot, and it's pretty simple. Right now it's in on mode. I'm just going to change this over. Here's the line. It's now in pilot. If I would have gone all the way to this, to the off, then that would have shut it off for the season. So we do that so that we're not heating water while people aren't here. So it's now in pilot mode, so the pilot light will stay on. You don't have to relight that, but it will not heat water and waste. We've unplugged the toaster. We've wiped down all the counters. We've cleaned out the microwave. We've organized all the shelves so it's very nice for the next person. They don't walk into somebody else's mess. You can see here how everything's supposed to be organized. Oh, we missed one. This goes up here. Yeah, we'll leave it here. Again, microwave's cleaned out. Drawers are nicely organized. If it was winter, again, we'd want to make sure that everything's in tubs. Here it looks like we've got a couple things that aren't. We're probably missing one tub, so we'll probably need to bring up another tub. Everything should be in tub if it's for winter. We've left some sundry items for the next folks. Again, dry things like we've left all these mac and cheeses for next year. Those are fine. Sugars, you see we try to put stuff in bags. That's helpful. But things like that, olive oil, these cans, sauces, those are all going to have to go. Olive oil, vinegar, syrup, those are all going to have to go. Things like tea, rice, pasta, that's fine. But we wouldn't want to leave for the winter, though, something like this. Because mice will get in there. That's attractant. If we're going to leave something like that, put it in a plastic bag. The peanut butter can stay for the winter. Popcorn can stay for the winter. Anything that's got a liquid we want to make sure we put away or take with us. Windows again locked. Everything's been swept, Swiffered, vacuumed. Trash has been taken out. Clean trash bag, and we're good there. Again, we're mid-season, so we've left a bunch of water for the next person, but we made sure and put a towel down in case that drips a little bit. If this was the last use of the summer, you want to dump this orange jug out outside and then turn it upside down with the lid on top so that it'll not be enclosed and get moldy. Cleaned off the bench. Everything's nice and organized. Fishing poles are put away. Table's been wiped down. We got a little project for the next person. We've got the book out. Just writing kind of experiences. Table's been wiped down. Floors have been vacuumed and Swiffered. Rug's been vacuumed. Entryway all nice and clean. Mops hung up. Everything's organized up top. Sunblocks and bug sprays, flashlights, etc. Candles. Everything's nice and clean. For the next person, we remove those things, swept behind them, and then put them back. Then here in the main room, again, everything is set and ready for the next person. Feels very warm and comfortable in here. Windows are closed and locked. Blinds are closed. Pillows are nice and neat. Everything's been wiped down, vacuumed, Swiffered. Lights are off. We're going to leave the TV hung for the season, although I'm going to show in a separate video how to take that down and put it away. One thing we're going to want to do, though, because we get lightning storms up here, is we're going to want to unplug the television before we leave. It's pretty simple. You just reach under here and see this plug right here. It's going to pull that out. Now it's unplugged. All you got to do is plug it back in when you come. That way, if we do get hit by lightning or something, we're not going to worry about our electronics. I think I already showed this, but all the windows, storm windows and regular windows closed and locked. All the blinds are down, nice and straight, makes it look nice for the next person, and warm and comfortable in here.